are going inside out with SNY NFL insider Connor Hughes. And Connor, you and I have been discussing Daniel Jones playing for his future in New York since training camp started. Now that he's won his first playoff game, what do you credit Brian Daboll with for his improvement, and what do you credit Jones with for his own improvement?
I think that they both deserve a ton of credit, and who gets more or who gets less doesn't really matter, I don't think. I mean, I honestly look at this a little bit as a poor man's version of Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, in that, we've debated for years and years and years who deserves all the credit there. Was Bill Belichick a product of Tom Brady? Was Tom Brady a product of Bill Belichick? Well, does it really matter? Because New England Patriot fans have experienced 6 Super Bowls with those two men. So with this Giants, Brian Daboll, Daniel Jones marriage, look, I don't know if it's Daniel Jones just coming into his own in year 4. I don't know if it's the scheme or the tutelage that he's received from Brian Daboll. All that I do know is that it is working, and it's going to continue to work moving forward.
The Giants are winning, and now teams are lining up to interview their coordinators. Wink Martindale and Mike Kafka obviously have much different resumes, but how much have their head coaching stocks jumped this year?
Quite a bit. I think the reasoning for it is that you look at this Giants roster, and we talked about this all throughout organized team activities. We talked about this all throughout minicamp. We talked about it all throughout training camp. We've talked it all at different points this year. I mean, you and me have talked about it ad nauseum at this point. The Giants are not an overly talented football team. They have issues on the offensive line. They have issues at receiver. They have issues at tight end. They have issues on the defensive side of the ball as well. I mean, they're not one of the most physically gifted teams in the league, but every single week, week in and week out, they go out there, they are in every single game, they compete in every single game, and more times than not, they found a way to pull these games out. And I think the cherry on top now is the fact that they went against the Vikings in Minnesota, a team that had won 13 games this year, and they beat them. And when you see a team that is not that physically talented winning games like this, winning games in the playoffs, advancing to the second round of the postseason, that is a huge testament to coaching. And now every single other team around the league that needs a coach is trying to take a piece of the pie. So Wink Martindale, he's going to get his interviews. Kafka, he's going to get his interviews. And I think it's a big testament to Brian Daboll and the staff that he's compiled, that not only have they been able to do this collectively together, but the fact that they were able to do this together, now other teams want a piece of it. And that just tells you the Giants are headed in the right direction.
All right, Connor, let's look ahead to Saturday night by looking back. The Eagles outscored the Giants by 32 points in their 2 wins this year. We know to throw the regular season finale out the window, but the first meeting was still pretty lopsided. So how can this postseason matchup be different for the Giants?
Well, I actually look towards the way that the Giants' offensive line played against the Vikings. Now, the Vikings aren't, I think, one of the most ferocious defenses in the NFL. They have their issues in the secondary, but from a pass rushing perspective, Danielle Hunter, he's a really, really good player. 10.5 sacks this year. Zadarius Smith, 10 sacks this year. Those are 2 really good bookend defensive ends. And the Giants allowed, I think it was just 4 pressures, according to NFL's Next Gen Stats, 3 sacks, but one of those was one that Daniel Jones intentionally took in order to force the Vikings to use a timeout late in that game. So if the Giants' offensive line really has turned a corner together, if they really are playing their best football, now the Eagles are in a complete other class, right? I mean, they had 4 players that all had 10-plus sacks, 70 sacks as a whole. That defensive line is ferocious, but if the Giants' offensive line can keep Daniel Jones upright, if they can keep him off the ground, if they can allow him to scan the field and attack, and use these receivers now that are suddenly playing some pretty good football as of late, I think the Giants do have a chance. Because the one thing that did not happen in that first meeting was the offense couldn't get going because the protection wasn't there. The defense broke down as well, and suddenly the Giants are playing some pretty good collective football.
Yeah, that offensive line improvement will certainly be challenged because, as you pointed out, the Giants allowed 7 sacks in that first regular season meeting at MetLife. Connor Hughes, thanks for joining us here on Honda Sports Night.